Recently, there was a deep, long-form conversation that may shape the future direction of human civilization, and at the same time, it offered an extreme close-up look into the inner world of Iron Man himself. Elon Musk recently sat down for a multi-hour, in-depth conversation on Katie Miller's podcast. The information density was enormous. This was not just a casual interview. It was a discussion about the trajectory of human civilization. Is Starship really one of the top 10 most important events in human evolution? And are we actually living inside a massive Netflix-style simulation? Okay, let's go. Buckle up, we're rolling. The truth about Doge: victory or regret? Let's start with the topic everyone cares about most, the Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge. On the surface, it sounds like a historic mission that could reshape America's future. But the emotions Musk revealed during this interview, guys, honestly, might completely surprise you. When asked whether he would still take on Doge if he could go back in time, Musk's answer was simply, no. You heard that right. He said that if he had another chance, he would rather spend his energy building companies and making cars than working on government efficiency. Why? Because touching vested interests is harder than touching people's souls. Musk did acknowledge that Doge achieved some real results. At the same time, he revealed a shocking number. The US government has roughly $100 to $200 billion every year in so-called zombie payments. What does that mean? It means money is being sent out, but no one knows exactly who it's going to, and there's no payment code or explanation attached. It's pure waste. So what was Doge's boldest move? They added a single line of code to the Treasury system. No explanation, no payment. Even after cutting off these meaningless zombie payments, Musk was brutally honest. This was incredibly dangerous. When you cut off politicians' corruption pipelines, they will fight back like crazy. But it had to be done. Otherwise, he warned, America would turn into a communist hell. The moment you try to stop money flowing into political corruption, vested interests launch a full-scale counterattack. This is no longer just about efficiency. It's like sticking your hand into a crocodile's mouth to pull out a rotten tooth. Maybe it's good for the crocodile, but all it wants to do is bite your hand off. Part 2. Starship and Mars. Not escape, but backup. After slogging through the swamp of reality, let's look up at the stars. If you think Starship is just a bigger rocket, then your perspective is too small. In Musk's view, the success of Starship would be a top 10 event in the entire evolutionary history of life on Earth. What does that mean? On the same level as single-celled organisms evolving into multi-celled life, or life crawling out of the ocean onto land. His logic is brutally clear. Humanity must become a multiplanetary species. But this has nothing to do with billionaires vacationing on Mars. In this interview, Musk completely shattered the romantic fantasy of interplanetary travel. He delivered what he called a reverse sales pitch. Do you want to go to Mars? Listen carefully. You will eat worse than on Earth. You will live in extremely crowded conditions. You will work brutally hard. And there's a very real chance you will die. This isn't becoming an alien explorer. It's more like becoming a laborer. So why go at all? Musk compared it to the early waves of American immigration. The people who went to Jamestown weren't going there for comfort. Many of them simply disappeared. But they expanded the boundaries of humanity. So if you want comfort, stay on Earth. If you want to become a legend, Starship is your destination. This is exactly like Europeans crossing into the Americas centuries ago. It's a backup plan for human survival, and it has to be completed before something goes wrong on Earth. Part 3. A dimensional shift in worldview. Are we living in a simulation? Now we enter the most mind-burning part, and the side of Musk that feels the most alien. He proposed a fascinating idea. If simulation theory is true, then the most interesting outcome is also the most likely outcome. Imagine we're living inside an alien civilization's Netflix series. If the plot gets boring, everyone gets along, no drama, the alien audience turns off the TV. that means the simulation ends. So to survive, the world must remain interesting. This explains why wars exist, why elections swing dramatically, why we see wild political rise and fall cycles, including Trump's roller coaster journey. This is a near-Darwinian version of simulation theory. Only interesting civilizations survive. Part 4. AI and the ultimate shape of the future. When it comes to AI, Musk's stance is still love and hate. He admits that if AI and robotics continue advancing, human work will eventually become optional. Every product and service could be provided by AI. It sounds utopian, but Musk openly admits this is a prediction, not what he actually wants. Deep down, he hopes AI development could slow down. Unfortunately, it's already an unstoppable flood. So right now, he's not the driver of the car. He's more like a passenger desperately trying to install airbags before the crash. Musk said that although there's nothing specific keeping him awake at night, if there's one thing that can wake him from nightmares, it's AI. He even revealed that for many consecutive days, he's been dreaming about AI-related nightmares. At the same time, he emphasized avoiding multitasking to maintain efficiency. This is extreme rationality, sleeping only 6 hours a day, minimizing context switching, and running himself like a precision-engineered machine. Part 5. Elon Musk in daily life, hardcore mode and tiny cheeseburgers. Finally, let's look at the human side of Musk beyond the tech visionary. After the Charlie Kirk incident, his security is now in what he calls hardcore mode. One mistake could cost his life. He can't even go to Target or a pharmacy anymore. He simply can't live like a normal person. He also complained that fashion has been stagnant for 20 years. People in 2025 dress basically the same as in 2015 or even 2000. Nothing like the bold styles of the 60s or 70s. He even joked that politicians should dress like ancient cabinet ministers. High collars, more flair, more style. As the boss of SpaceX, he made one thing absolutely clear. He has seen zero evidence of aliens. UFOs are most likely just classified US military prototypes. But one thing he can confirm? Americans really did go to the moon, and they played golf there. The host asked Musk, if he had only $1,000 left to start a business, what would he do? Most likely still work on technology, or write a game. Favorite food? Cheeseburgers. Even at high-end sushi places, his son has shouted that he wants a cheeseburger. Who would he most like to have dinner with? Shakespeare, Ben Franklin, Nikola Tesla. Thank you for spending your valuable time watching this video.